Do she fuck with you? Do she really fuck with you? Ladies, do he fuck with you? How do you know? How do you know if you dating somebody and they really locked in with you? They really got your best interest in mind. They really interested. They really want to fuck with you. Like, it's hard to tell out here. A lot of people playing games. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just, want to get something up out of you. She just want you for the nail money. You know what I'm saying? He just trying to get some box. So it's like, sometimes you got to test a motherfucker. Sometimes you got to put a motherfucker through a test. And people hate it. People hate to be tested. Like, people really hate to be tested. But today, we're going to talk about some tests that you can run on a motherfucker to see if they really fuck with you. Test their reliability. Test how much you can depend on them. Test how much they really fuck with you. And you can look at this episode in two ways. You could take it. You can take if you're a guy, you can take the shit from me and say, I might use this to test a chick. And then you might hear the shit Cam got to say about how she tests niggas. And you could be looking out for the test and maybe make sure you pass it. You might want to make sure you fail that motherfucker.
It depends.
But either way,
circumstantial.
We're going to figure out today, man. Welcome to Ted Roseland Podcast. Let's take attendance. Cam is here. This episode is brought to you by Killer Cocktails.
Hey, y'all already know. Same shit, different day.
The show Boogie's here. Okay, yeah, don't say shit. Kev's here.
I'm screaming.
Oh, my nigga Precious. I'm just calling.
My bad. I was gonna say something, but it was gonna be heard. Killer Cox. Around the clock.
Yes.
And of course, Real here, Real back on the boards. So. All right, No Designer podcast finally shot his first episode, man. It's
woo, woo.
That motherfucker like the detox. We didn't know they was gonna drop a knot.
Hey. This shit is live though.
Yeah, Dr. Dre just want to make beats and get behind the board and shit. Real thought those are Dr. Dre shit, man.
That's lit.
Good though. But let's get straight into this topic, man.
Yep.
How do you test niggas? I don't know.
I mean, okay, so I just feel like there are certain opportunities when you're dating somebody where, you could just see if they fuck with you. And I think it's kind of easier with men, I guess.
It's easier to test us?
In a sense.
Okay.
Because I just feel like you can just like pick a manly thing and just like be like, like, let me see if this nigga
like build me a dresser, nigga.
Can't, not even that extreme. Not even that extreme, but just something that's like, nigga, you know that. I mean, I could do this. I'm not going to say what I can't do as a woman. I could. But like, you know that I shouldn't be doing this. And like, are you going to come through? Like, you going to slide or what? Like, if I say my tire flat, like, if I need you to like, what's
How
up?
deep in is this? Like, you met this nigga, y'all go on the first date. After the first date, you say your tire flat. If he don't pull up.
How long after the first date though? Like the next day
day,
after
yeah.
the first date? No, I'm probably not calling him. I'm not going to lie.
I'm saying, okay, like what if it was real though?
What do you mean?
Like what if it really, like what if it wasn't a test? What if it was real? I guess it got to be a test.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like.
So would you test a nigga like that if it didn't happen? Just see what he was gonna say. And be like, all right, my daddy just called AAA.
That's
so it'd have to
shit.
your tire have to really be
Yeah,
flat.
because at the end of the day, I could call AAA.
Okay.
Like I really could do that. Like
But
that's.
you would want to see if this nigga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you'll probably be quicker than AAA, and I do want to see like, are you gonna jumpstart for me? Sure. No pun intended.
What's the point?
Jumpstart.
What that mean? What jumpstart mean?
Like how you jumpstart a car. Like if I needed you to.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. So a flat tire is where you would.
Yeah, like a flat tire. Like I feel like that's something that I would say. Or if I be like, oh, like, well, this would kind of have to be, dating if for me to tell the nigga to come to my house. But if a goddamn something loose or
the sink broke.
Do you know how to do this? And if motherfuckers say, well, it's an emergency and can you like,
What if a nigga be like, I could pay for it, but I don't know how to do it?
That's fine too.
So as long as he'll take care of it.
I feel like that was one of the things on my list. Like, not if you can't show up, like, how can you be solution based in regards to like providing assistance?
Okay, so let me ask you this: if a nigga failed a test, is he cut or he just put in a different position? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm just gonna have fun with this nigga and not take him serious. He cool, but
It depends. It's not gonna be one thing where I just be like, "Oh, you smoked."
So how do it go? You gotta
I
fail
guess
like
might
2-3
be
tests?
another thing. Goddamn it! And if you don't do both, then oh man, like you on the chopping block for sure.
Yeah. I'm with that though, because I don't like cutting people for one thing, but it's like once I start, I like to see the patterns first.
Yeah, and if it's 2 things, and like at this point it's been 2 dates, and it's been like or whatever, maybe 3.
But y'all got more times to see the patterns, because shit be free for y'all.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
Niggas be paying for the dates.
Okay.
I got to see that pattern fast, bitch. Like this shit adding up.
Constantly spending money. I'm screaming. That's valid though. No, that's real.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
how about you?
Like what?
What goddamn test you be putting bitches through?
All right, my first test with a chick is to ask her to bring a bottle somewhere.
Okay.
And just to see if she's willing to contribute to the situation.
Okay.
So like, especially if I already spent some bread on you, like if I took you on this is really not even especially only like if I already took you on a date, whether it be we went on 1 date, 2 dates, whatever, right? Because you ain't probably finna take me on a date until we get to a level of seriousness,
right?
So it's like in that phase, what can you contribute to the situation? A lot of women don't know how to reciprocate anything but pussy. Right? Like they just don't know how. It's not even that they have bad intentions. They just really don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like I'm not finna take a nigga on a date. If this nigga not my man, I'm not finna cook for him. I'm not finna do this extra shit. But it's like, how do you reciprocate the love? And some chicks know how. Some chicks would be like, I could be like, I lost my do-rag. This bitch pop up with a do-rag next day. That shit $2, but I'm hella thankful.
It's
like, damn, bitch, I really ain't had time to go get a fucking do-rag. Like it could be the smallest thing. You know what I'm saying? Buying a nigga a pack of fucking white beaters and new drawers. Like, a nigga can always use some white beaters and new drawers. I just brought some drawers yesterday, bitch. I'm still. But back to the test shit. Anyway, my thing would be, all right, we went on the first date or a second date, whatever case may be, but early though, right? Early in the situation. But I already spent some money. Those are the 2 things. It's early and I already spent some money. And we having a game night. I say, hey, slide to game night or slide to this kickback, slide to my homie crib, slide to the lake. Hey, you'll grab a bottle on your way here? If she don't want to grab a bottle, like if she just on some like I ain't got it type shit, just be like, all right, you better have next time, bitch. I don't need no paycheck.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to fuck with no broke bitch. Like, bitch, you broke.
Like, yeah,
you
like,
broke. Yeah, that's 1942. Make up for it.
Sure. For sure. I ain't gonna spend no money on no broke chick. But but if she just on some attitude shit, like, fuck you mean grab a bottle? Like, hell no, nigga, you grab a bottle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she one of those, just because it's a lot
Send me the bread.
It's a lot of entitlement out here. It's a lot of entitlement. It's a lot of women who just feel like I'm her. I'm not doing shit. My job is to sit the fuck back and let you do. And I'm just not the nigga for it. Because if you can find it, more power to you. If that chick entitled and she find a nigga that she looking for, I remember my ex was like that, and she was just her expectations was crazy. But she found the nigga that met him. She didn't like him. But she dealt with that nigga. She dated that nigga for years. They used to call me complaining about his ass. But I was like, bitch, more power to you. That nigga didn't took you to see the whole world. Like, you good.
Valid.
You feel me? So it all depends. But that's my first test for sure, though. Is just bring a bottle. You know what I'm saying? It could be a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
For sure.
That's real.
What's up? You got another one, though?
Yeah, so I think I tend to do like an independence test. If that makes sense. Like, I just feel like I need to make sure a nigga got hobbies and like a life outside of me. Like, you know, because it's just like, I'm just somebody that like, I need, you know, like I need my space. Like, I feel like everybody needs their space. And I feel like before it gets to that point of like build up of like, damn, like you smothering me or you crowding me or you whatever. Like, I just think that it needs to be, no, like, you know, you got your other shit that you do apart from me. Like, we don't have to spend every single moment together. And like, yeah, that's an independence test. Like,
you need time to cheat. The fuck?
No, it's not even that.
Like, we cheat over here now.
If we think about this, what I'm saying, we talking about dating.
Right.
We're not talking about a relationship. We're not talking about, so it's just like, when you show me in the dating phase that like, or even if like, apart from me, like you don't have no hobbies, like you don't have anything that you enjoy doing in your free time, like you're always bored, like you don't do shit, like.
Yeah, I hear that. Because she gonna be on your ass. She gonna be on your
all the time.
24/7.
All the time. And it's just like,
you trying to talk while you at work and all type of shit.
Like, please. Like it's too much. So yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that. My next one is more so like a boundary a little bit than it is a test, but it is like it's kind of a test. A lot of chicks will have you in this ambiguous space to where you can't tell if they fuck with you or not, right? They do just enough to keep you talking to them. Like, so you might meet her, get her number, she want to text, she'd be dry sometimes, you can't really get on phone. When it's time to link, she disappear. You know what I'm saying? She might disappear from the conversation, or she always busy, whatever the case. But then as soon as you ready to start fucking with her, she start like she don't hear from you for 3 days. Now she calling your phone like, hey, you been? Ooh. She try to keep you, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like this, like
niggas know how that shit be when a chick playing that game. So for me, it's a 3 invite like limit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the boundary or test. I don't know which one I really want to call it, but it's like I'm gonna invite you somewhere 3 times. Like, hey, it's gonna be specific invite. Like, hey, if you free this Friday, let's go to Topgolf. Boom. No, you whatever the reason why. You might got some real shit going on. You might just got another. Your roster might be crazy. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Hey, it's this new bookstore opening or this new museum opening Wednesday after work if you want to go. Or we could go get happy hour after. Slide to this museum, go to happy hour. Or whatever the fuck. I'm going to invite you somewhere 3 times, right? If you decline 3 times, I'm cutting you. Because if you liked me, the response would be, oh, I can't make it Saturday, but I am free Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to just decline an invite. You're going to let me know when you are free and you are available if you're interested. You know what I'm saying? So if I ask you to go somewhere 3 times, I'm clearly showing you I want to see you.
Fact.
And if you decline 3 times without trying to make the effort to meet me halfway, then you just don't fuck with me. Or enough for me to keep fucking with you.
Right.
So,
yeah. That's the boundary and the test, low key.
For sure. And it's crazy though. And I think like, and I talk about this all the time, but I think men are horrible at setting boundaries.
I agree.
Because like we're in pursuit typically. So I'm trying to convince you to fuck with me. So how do I convince you to fuck with me, but then give you a list of things you can't do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think like,
yeah, y'all already kind of go against the grain.
Yeah.
Like with the.
But I think we gotta do the bait and switch though.
What do you mean? Describe.
We gotta reel them in. Like, yeah, I'm pursuing you. So like, once I reel you in and I kind of show you what I got.
Okay, but
going
what's on the end of the reel though? Like what the real?
The bitch. It's her. Like we got her.
How did you catch her?
I don't know.
See, what the hell did you do to catch her?
It depends. It's different for every guy, right? We talked about the last episode. We talked about money
Facts.
and shit, but it's different for every guy. It might be personality, whatever the case may be, right? She might just like you, whatever. So. But when I say bait and switch, what I really mean is just that, like, once you start fucking with her and she see how you treat her, it don't even got to be no money shit. It could be just some just helpful shit, just being helpful. Like, she got a problem, you sit on the phone with her trying to solve the problem.
Yeah.
You send, emotional protection, whatever the case may be. You treat her well, that's your value. How well you treat her is in your value in that phase, right? So once you start, that's when you set your boundaries. Like, all right, you want to continue to fuck with me, you can't do this. Because I don't like this, or it's got to be like this. And if you ain't cool with that, then you can stop fucking with me. But now she got a decision to make. This like, is this me stop doing it? Is me not doing this no more? This thing that this nigga don't like, worth me losing the way this nigga treat me?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you treating her well, 9 times out of 10, you treat her better than every other nigga treat her because she's single. You know what I'm saying? And niggas don't be treating chicks that good. So it's like.
It's true.
I feel like once you show her kind of like, all right, you a solid dude, that's when you kind of set your boundaries. Like boom, boom, boom. That's what it is. But we suck at that shit. We really bad at setting boundaries.
Yeah. But like you said, it's because like y'all have to lead everything. So y'all kind of tend to put up with shit that y'all probably don't even like in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's like, I can't tell you right now, like, stop doing that shit. It's going to be like, nigga, what? Like,
right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's real. That's valid. Yeah. For
sure.
So I got one last test. It's the relationship test. And it's when I ask a nigga like about his last relationship. And I just feel like, yeah, for sure. Like, by all means, like nobody wants to be asked about their past situation, especially if it was negative, but the person doesn't know. But at the end of the day, I'm not really asking because I really want to know. Like, I'm not trying to get all up in your shit. But if the first thing that he say something negative about her or something that she did, it's a red flag.
What if she really just did a dick?
It does not matter.
Okay.
We wasn't seeing eye to eye because she wasn't ready to be in a relationship.
All right.
She had fidelity issues. Like, cool. But when a nigga gets to like
Nigga sounding
straight
hurt.
going on, you like, oh yeah, like like I feel like I turned into a therapist at some point. Like,
You ain't over that situation.
yeah, you're not. You're clearly not over it. Like, you're very much holding on to it.
Especially if somebody new asking you that. Like if we've been in it for a while and we really be venting to each
Yeah.
other like that, then that's one thing.
That's definitely a whole different story.
But if
But
it's
this
like
new,
some fresh shit and I'm just going in on this motherfucker.
you shouldn't even be on this date.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm gonna
crazy.
tell you,
Yeah.
like, for real. So
Like, you
yeah.
sure you ready for this?
Like, I don't think we should be here. Like, yeah.
It's crazy though because my last one is similar to that, but not the relationship though.
Mm-hmm.
It's the friendships.
Okay.
Because a girl will lie to you about her ex. She'll lie to you about the shit she went through with a nigga, the other nigga she talked to. But she'll tell you all the business about the friendships. Right? Like early. You just start fucking with us. She'll tell you all the business about the friendships and how they get into it and what they got going on. Pay attention to how she treating them situations. Like, is she right or wrong? Like,
Yeah.
she'll tell you a whole story and she in the wrong like a motherfucker. And standing on it. That tell you a lot. Like, but that's I think the friendships is the thing to test because, again, a girl will be more transparent and more like, she'll feel more comfortable because she not talking about a nigga and she not feel like she's skating on thin ice. If I say the wrong thing, it's going to press this nigga.
Yeah.
She'll be open about them friendships. And if she, like, treating her friends bad and, you know what I'm saying, not really handling them friendships right, that's her personality. That shit going to trickle down to you sooner or later. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's the biggest test for me and the most easiest because it's like she just sitting here
Yeah,
going
very
off.
much so. We offer that right up.
Yeah, for sure. What's we up with that?
Even a woman that's being treated poorly by her friends and allowing it is something that's like a red flag, you know? And that's another thing too, like in men, like, I need the nigga that is setting shit up, not the nigga that's going to get the shit. Like, I need the one that's telling motherfuckers what to do, not the one that's being
the friend
told what
group?
to do. Yeah, you feel what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, I
Okay.
can't have no, like,
That nigga got to be the leader of the friend
yeah, like you
group. But
gotta.
the other niggas need girls too.
You ain't even got the leader or the best friend of the leader. Like,
Not mad at that.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
The
yeah.
leader or the best
Or the best friend of the leader. Yeah.
He might be definitely going to get shit.
No, he not.
Why?
If it's like 5 niggas, the best friend definitely not going to get
He
shit.
might be the most reliable.
Touche. But it might be more so voluntarily too. But I just feel like
You just want your nigga.
he just can't be the runner boy.
You want to feel like your
You know?
nigga is not the send off in the
yeah,
friend group.
for sure.
Yeah. I don't think it should be a send off in the friend group though.
I don't, but it's kind of like it just happens that way.
We need a send off in the friend group. Is that what we saying?
I don't even want to be around no group of niggas who I think we have a send off.
That's real.
It might be a send off around, but he's not. He might think he in a group.
Yeah.
But no, man. You got Cam's Corner for us?
I actually do.
Oh yeah.
So Cam's Corner, as y'all know, always sticking to the topic. I genuinely feel like me and Terry probably about listed all the things that are a good way of testing someone. So in Cam's Corner, I'm going to touch on how testing people really is not a very good thing all the
shit.
time. Okay. Yeah. Switcheroo for y'all asses. Okay. So testing someone's love or character or like how they feel about you, all of that, honestly, it's not okay. Like, unless it's one of the things that we listed, which really even that can go south, it's just, at the end of the day, not cool. Like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, I feel like. Because at the end of the day, I feel like if you get to testing somebody to the point where you trying to prove their loyalty or how much they fuck with you to a certain extreme, it's like you already kind of suspect something if you feel the need to test them in this manner. So I think that's a sign of insecurity, period. And I think that the more insecure you are, the more likely you are to fear getting rejected by this person, especially just in the dating phase. So I think in turn, you will see everything kind of like as an attack, right? which unfortunately, troubles can begin if you start thinking like shit like if this person really fucked with me or really cared about me, they wouldn't be doing this, they wouldn't be doing that, blah, blah, blah. I think that you just need to communicate how you feel instead of testing the person, because otherwise you might get yourself hurt. Because honestly, if the person is anything like me, myself, the moment that I catch wind that you're trying to test me, it's like I'm probably going to just fail on purpose, because I don't like that. Like, you can just communicate how you feeling about a certain situation, and that's cool. Like, I don't need to be tested. I can be honest, whatever, point blank, period. Some people will test you just to see how far they can go. People will push your boundaries. People will challenge your standards. They'll do things that go against your motives just to see if you're willing to stick around for that shit. Don't fall for the okie doke. Call people out on their bullshit, or shit, don't call them out. It don't matter. But at the end of the day, be wary of people who feel the need to be inauthentic, and find out how deeply you care for them. Because, like I said, I'm going to fail. I'm going to act like I don't know what the hell was going on. And I'm going to get up out of there. And that's just period. So I guess there are good ways to test, and there are negative ways to test. Decipher them in a positive manner. Cam's Corner.
Fuck that shit. Cam talking about, you got to test these hoes, man. You got to test these hoes. Because you're going to find out. You're going to find out. If you don't test them, you just going to find out through, you know what I'm saying? Like, through just the fucked up situation happening.
Not everybody needs to be tested, though.
I'm saying the tie on the end of the road, or whatever the case, you could have been found that out. You kept calling AAA because you was in a dating phase and you feel like this nigga didn't have to come, and now you in a relationship and now you find out this nigga wouldn't come. Fuck no. You gotta know. Like, in the dating phase, you gotta test this motherfucker to know how they're gonna react.
That's valid.
When I commit. It's just like boxing. I'm a fake. Before I commit to that punch, I'm a fake. Because if I throw that bitch and I get my ass rocked, now I'm
okay,
sleep.
so let's just say like
now I'm knocked the fuck
let's
out.
just say like in the sense of like it'll always be realistic. Like, it'll never be a test. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should never be like, oh, I'm finna test this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I really need you because my tire flat, like, that's different.
That's true. That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? Like,
but
I'm not thinking about it and asking
like
me
to
like,
go
oh,
grab a bottle test or to like tell me about your
friendship
friendship test.
Yeah.
I think you need to do shit like that. And but I will say this. You should not be in a relationship testing the motherfucker.
No, for sure.
Absolutely not.
Sure.
Like, you need to do that shit before, and that's part of vetting the person. That's part of seeing how y'all
I guess it's kind of what
seeing what's going on. But if you get in that relationship and you still testing the motherfucker, I feel like that's the insecure shit. That's or you testing somebody on some shit they've already proven. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They've already shown you this shit and you still test them on it. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think a motherfucker need a retest. A pre-test, a retest. I don't think we need that. This ain't the motherfucking Constitution.
If they fail that motherfucker, though.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so, but yeah, I think those we pretty much covered it. You know what I'm saying? So, City Winery in Atlanta, we'll be there August 17th. FC weekend for everybody in Chicago is August 18th through the 20th. So, we're going to start off with the provocative party at Cookies Dance Den. I'll have, tickets and bio and all that soon. And then we'll be at Baseline on Saturday.
Facts.
August 19th with 21 Questions live. That show is going to be fucking crazy. And then we're going to wrap it up with a nice little field day type of situation. Pool party barbecue. We still locking that in right now. So I'll let y'all know the location soon.
Cool. So calm down the weekend.
For sure. But all right, man, we out.